Hello, Patriots. I'm Lee Watts, and this is Patriot Point, your source for Kentucky news and analysis from a conservative, Christian, and common sense point of view. Well, this week we're going to be looking at how two Kentucky seats in the United States Congress are in very serious jeopardy of being taken over by the Democrats in this coming up election. Before we get into that, I want to give you a bit of good news. So don't say I never tell you anything good. Before we get into this item of concern, I've got 5 good things for you. And if you stick around to the end, I will give you a bonus good thing just for paying attention. The number one good thing that has happened is the government shutdown is over, and we, the people, and President Trump have won. That's right. The Democrats caved, and there will be no money for illegals in this spending. There'll also be no money for the Obamacare subsidies. And it's not like we, the people, got that money anyway. It went to a bunch of insurance companies. So that's a good thing. The number 2 good thing is that Nancy Pelosi, that's right, Nancy Pelosi, after nearly 40 years in Congress, is finally going away. Yes, Nancy Pelosi is going, but the trouble is that the Democratic Socialists in that area are now going to be trying to take that seat. We'll be keeping an eye on this and keeping you informed as that develops. The number 3 good thing that is going on is GLAAD is mad. GLAAD stands for the Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation. And the GLAAD people are not glad, they're rather mad, and that makes me glad. The reason the GLAAD is mad is because 41% of the homosexual, lesbian, and transgender characters on television will not be returning in the very next season. This is a whopping 41% of those characters not coming back. This is due in large part to the American society pushing back against this woke, crazy agenda, this mental illness where people are detached from reality. So this is a very good thing, and I would imagine it is due in part to how many trans people have been mass murderer shooters this year. That's probably made them shy away from those type characters as well. So GLAAD is mad, and that makes me glad. The number 4 good thing going on right now is the United States Mint is no longer making pennies. Now you may wonder, why is that good news? Here's why this is good news. Because it cost about 4 cents to make a penny. Last year, the U.S. minted 3.2 billion of these. So if you do the math, by not making pennies, the United States government will be saving $128 million every single year. Which means if the federal government were to send Kentucky $100 million to do with whatever we want, it literally wouldn't cost us a cent. They'd actually have $28 million worth of cents left over. So yes, that's a good thing. And don't worry about running out of pennies. I looked through my little penny jar real easy, and within like 5 seconds, I found one from 1963 still there. So they're going to be around for a very long time. Let's look at the last good thing, and that has to do with Patriot Point here. This past week, we just passed the 25,000 subscribers mark. So thank you to everybody who's subscribed. This is tremendous. And when the politicians see that many Kentuckians tuning in, that has an impact on them. So yes, they know we conservatives are paying attention and making a difference. Now let's talk about some things which actually are very concerning going on, and that is how there are 2 seats currently held by the Republicans of Kentucky in the United States Congress, and both of these seats are in serious jeopardy. No, not this kind of jeopardy. I'm talking about the jeopardy of being taken over by the Democrats. Yes, there are very legitimate, serious concerns that these 2 seats the Democrats are about to take in the coming election. One of these is from the Republican Hal Rogers, and the Democrats have launched a new person to try to take over that seat, and this is a serious contender. Hal Rogers, just to tell you the truth of the matter, Hal Rogers is old. He has been in political office since 1969. He is currently the oldest person in all of the United States House of Representatives. And if he wins this election, which he is running for re-election, he will literally be 90 years old on day 1 of that new term. When you're 90 years old, You're old. It is time to retire. So the Democrats see this as a very good opportunity, and they are taking that opportunity. You may remember Dorf on golf or Dorf on baseball or hunting or basketball. Well, now you got Dorf on Congress. Yes, the Democratic candidate is a guy by the name of Ned Pillersdorf. And he is an attorney from that district, and he's a very serious contender. I want everybody to keep this in mind. During the last governor election, this congressional district counties, they had more counties in that district vote for the Democrat than any other congressional district in the state. So the Democrats are launching a very serious contender with a lot of funding. He is very well known in that district, and the Democrats might be taking that if the Republicans just put up Hal Rogers again, nearly 50 years in office, 90 years old by the time the new term would start. So, Congressman Rogers, thank you for your service. It's time to retire. I encourage the Republicans of Kentucky to find a better, younger candidate. The other congressional seat currently held by a Republican that the Democrats are making a very serious chance to take is the one currently held by Andy Barr. As everybody may know, Andy Barr is not seeking re-election in the House of Representatives because he is seeking election to take over Mitch McConnell's seat in the Senate. So his position in the House of Representatives is open, and the Democrats have launched 4 different candidates, and they are mounting serious campaign to take over that seat. This district is the second district that has the most number of counties that went for the Democrat candidate in the last governor election. So the first one, Hal Rogers' district, the second one, Andy Barr's. So the Republicans should not rest on their laurels. The Democrats might very well take both of these seats in Congress back in the very next election. And we'll be keeping track of this election and who's running for it and who would be somebody good or bad as we get closer to Election Day. Remember, I said if you stick around, I will give you a bonus good thing. And this bonus good thing is how Mamdani just became the mayor of New York City. Now, you may be wondering, like the pennies, how is this good news? Here is how this is good news for the United States. Because this guy, being a socialist, has these crazy policies. One of the key things he's promised is he is going to raise minimum wage in New York City to $30 an hour. More than a 200% increase from what it is now up there. If minimum wage in New York City is $30 an hour, that is going to destroy almost every single business in New York City. And this can be good because we can then point to an example. This is what happens, America, when the socialist policies take over. It always destroys. So we may be able to use this as really kind of an inoculation to save America from these democratic socialists, which would destroy it. So a bad thing about to happen, which may be a good example to help save the rest of the country. Well, before we sign off this week, I want to mention Christmas is coming up. You may be looking for some Christmas shopping ideas. If you visit my website, LeeWattsUSA.com, you'll see the Patriot Point online store where we have hats and sweatshirts and t-shirts and cups and stickers and mugs and all kinds of things for the Patriot on your shopping list. You can visit all this on the Patriot Point online store at my website, LeeWattsUSA.com. Well, that's the news for this week, Patriots. So until next week, I'm Lee Watts for Patriot Point, reminding you that liberty is not a spectator sport.